Hey, I'm gonna be talking about my April wrap-up today, the books I read in April. Now, if you would excuse me, I would like to apply Burt's Bees Nourishing Lip Balm with Mango Butter. That wasn't a wink, that was just a full blink. Anyway, welcome to my April wrap-up of 2014. Oh shit, my battery's low. Now, the first book I read was Fire Dreamer by Beth Webb. And this book is a sequel to this book right here, Star Dancer by Beth Webb. Now, I read this book a few years back. I really enjoyed this book, but this one, not so much. I have a couple of theories as to why I didn't enjoy it as much. The first theory is that it wasn't as entertaining as Star Dancer. The first one contained a lot of fantasy, mentions with real prophecies and magic, with the druids and all that. But the second one brought in romance and the military and conquering. I didn't really enjoy it as much because I was expecting it to be more like the first book. Theory number 2. I was much younger when I read this one. It is a middle grade fantasy after all, and maybe at the time, the new world of runes and dance magic and druids, which I've never heard of before, was really entertaining and fascinating to me. So, by setting the bar way up high for a sequel, I think Fire Dreamer didn't really meet that expectation. Now it just seemed childish to read and a bit boring. I think there's a third one, but as of now, I'm not really interested in it unless I get it for cheaper or for free. So I might not purchase it at full price, that's all I'm saying. The second book I read was Butter by Erin Jade Lange. Now, I showed this book in my fire sale haul as I did the next 2 books. I enjoyed this book, it was fun to read, although you need to take a little while to get used to the main protagonist because he seems very obnoxious at first. I mean, you are kind of in his head, so you would know what he thinks about things and stuff like that. So I kind of caught myself thinking that he was kind of a douchewad at times, but the story itself made up for it. I just need to warn those of you out there, this book might be triggering for eating disorders, suicide ideation, and bullying. And the written style is very self-deprecating and dark. It was sometimes funny, but it's still really dark. So I would advise you to think twice before you read this book. I also read Blowout by, what do you buy? Blowout by Susan Vaught. And this book was my favorite out of all the books I read in April. It was also a part of my fire sale haul, which you can check out with a link in the description box below. While you're going to the description box, don't forget to leave a like on the way and maybe comment as a detour. This one also has a trigger for suicide ideation and attempt, but it mostly deals with the aftermath of a suicide attempt. This one I really liked. It was an easy read, but it was hard on the tear ducts. It was really moving and it had its funny moments too. I really enjoyed this one, and I give a 10 out of 10 recommendation that everybody should read this book. Last but not least, I read Half Bad by Sally Green. Now, Half Bad, in my opinion, was a good book. It was gripping for me and it was kind of hard to put down, which is always a fantastic quality to have. So the story kind of deals with the whole good versus bad ultimatum, and there's a boy caught in the middle of it because he has both good and bad blood. But then again, when you think about it, there's a lot of speculation on either side. For example, the white witches think the black witches are always bad and cruel, and the black witches hate the way the white witches live, like, leave us alone please. So I'll definitely try to pick up the sequel, Half Wild, as soon as I can, because I really like this one. And that's it for my April wrap-up, the books I read in April. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!